Hello everyone, my name's Dogly, and in this morning's artifact farming, I actually got a few decent pieces. So the first here is a goblet for the Shimenawa set, and then I had a few possible candidates for helmets on the emblem set. So with that said, let's do a little bit of rolling. So obviously we'd love to see crit rate and that as that last stat. Flat attack. But you know what? The three stats that it had beforehand were good enough. If we hit some crit damage and some HP, I'll be happy. Even Elemental Mastery isn't too bad. I mean, right now I'm looking at this as a potential Hu Tao Goblet. And it rolled into flat attack. So I think at this point the goblet's kind of dead. So we did have this HP helmet, which would be potentially for Toma, with the energy recharge and the crit. And we had this one, which again could potentially be for Toma, with Elemental Mastery, energy recharge, and HP. And then we had one more crit rate somewhere. It might have been this one with crit rate, energy recharge, crit damage. I think this was the one that I was most interested in just because it had crit rate and crit damage, whereas the other ones can't roll crit damage, or can't roll both crit rate and crit damage. So let's hope that we get something something like attack percent or elemental mastery, or maybe HP percent if this ends up being more of a Toma crit rate helmet. So we have options here. HP, okay. So this could be Toma. And of course it had to roll into defense. So another helmet that's dead. We still have this one and this one. So I mean, this one doesn't have any crit, which is sad, but if it rolls all the way into HP and energy recharge, it could be decent for Toma. Energy recharge, max roll, nice. Elemental mastery, decent roll. More energy recharge. This one was kind of, so a 5.8, which I think is more of a mid-roll, but all good. Alright, so at this point, it's probably good enough of a piece that I can just put in something that's been enhanced. Elemental Mastery, not awful. Holy crap, look at all that energy recharge. This might be my highest energy recharge piece, even between all my accounts. I'm not quite sure. I know I had one decent hydro set piece for Mona that had a lot of energy recharge, but I thought that was more like 22, 23 or something. 25.3 is the highest energy recharge I've gotten. Had 2 additional rolls into Elemental Mastery, so not bad by any means. Would have loved to see more HP, but you know what, it had max flat HP and max HP percentage, so overall I think this is definitely a win for potentially a Toma crit rate helmet. Again, so much energy recharge, and I run Toma with either Raiden Shogun or more often Ayaka these days. So the Elemental Mastery does help out a fair bit. Alright, so we had one more piece that was interesting to look at. This again has to be a Thoma because it's HP percent though. Why do I always click too fast? Crit damage, alright. And another max roll into energy recharge. Okay. Alright, so 5.1. So that time it was a low roll, but all good. There we go. We got the first bad roll. Since it's already plus 16, I might as well just see what happens with the last one. Another flat HP. But I mean, I guess for Thoma, his base HP is so low that flat HP isn't that bad of a thing. So this is probably his best HP helmet that I've gotten for him. We have 25% energy recharge crit rate helmet. And then we have HP helmet with 18 energy recharge, almost 12 crit rate, and then a decent amount of flat HP. And really, Thoma's the only character in the game who would like to see flat HP anyway, so can't complain too much about that. Two decent options for Thoma. And I think both of them definitely have arguments to be made over what he's currently wearing. Alright, and then to just end the video, here's just a quick look kind of my cracked out Thoma artifacts. My Thoma has some pretty dang good artifacts, so I'm not complaining about what I got. I got really lucky on a lot of pieces, and I've been farming emblem for a very, very long time, and I think that last helmet finally just completed my Thoma. So we have 14% crit rate with some HP here as well. Of course, I'd love to have energy recharge over attack, but can't complain, not a bad stat. Here we have over 40 crit value between crit damage and crit rate, and then we have a decent amount of HP as well. Energy recharge sands with 28.8% crit damage, some flat HP. Unfortunately rolled once into flat attack. We just don't have too many things that can really compare in terms of energy recharge rolls though. We did have this decent HP sands that has a lot of crit rate, elemental mastery, and energy recharge. So if I ever wanted to just increase my shield, I can use that, but energy recharge I think is decent as well, just to increase the emblem effect overall. This one was decent more for offense, but it rolled into that defense percent, which I don't want to use, but overall I'm happy with the energy recharge piece. Again, if I wanted more shield mode, I could just easily switch into this one. Pretty darn happy with his pyro damage bonus goblet. Almost 20% HP boost, some crit damage. I'd love for the attack to be energy recharge, but it's alright. And then now his new crit rate helmet. And again, so if I wanted to go into shield mode, I could just move over to the HP percent one instead. But overall, now I have two really great Thoma sets, one for HP to get his shields boosted, and then one that's a little bit more offensive. Because I typically run my Thoma with Bennett as well, with sub DPS or offensive Bennett, I find that Bennett's healing makes it so that Thoma's shields don't need to be quite as strong, And then this way it's more of just using Toma's ultimate to score some melt damage with Ayaka. But overall, yeah, I'm like really happy with my artifacts for Toma, and I would say that Toma's pretty darn complete. Unfortunately, I'm still going to be farming Emblem for quite a while because I still need Electro pieces for potentially Sara, but definitely for my Raiden Shogun. But yeah, so I think across all of my accounts, my Toma here on my Ayaka account has kind of the best artifacts overall. Like, he's the most finished character that I've ever had, and it's kind of exciting to have a finished character like that. Comment down below and let me know what you guys have in terms of any characters that you feel like are complete, that you've gotten a great artifact set, that you don't really need to farm anymore, or what characters you have that just frustrate you to no end because you're not able to get the artifacts that you want. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!